Hey, Shalom, Shalom Israel. First off, I want to call Allah, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakodash. Give honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, brothers in the highways and the byways, preaching, teaching His word in sincerity and in truth. Your brother Shapal with another one tonight. And this is basically, it's based upon, as you can see on the screen, this blackness, you know what I mean? You know? What people, are not black men. All right, we are the Israelite. All right, see, black. Look, as you can see, right. This is from the Merriam-Webster. Okay, and by the way, when we say our people is not black, I'm speaking about you Hebrew Israelites, man. Right, which make up the 12 tribe of Israel. Man. We are the Israelites, what the scripture speak of. All right, speaking about you so-called Negroes, Native American Indians, and your Latinos. You know, Hispanics. You know what I mean? Look, basically, when we use that term, and we don't know the effect that term has on us, man. So sometimes we need to look up these things, for really see, what we really calling on ourselves, man. Because we are what? We are sons of the Heavenly Father. We are Israelite. And that's what it means to be an Israelite. Sons of God, the Prince of the Power. You know what I mean? That's literally what it means. Jacob, name was turned to Israel. Right? Are not we descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Right? We are the Hebrew Israelites, man. We are the sons of God. All right? And basically, the reason why we're over this side, man, and calling ourselves all of these names is basically that it is the fact that, we sinned against our power. And even the Father cast us away out of His sight, man. So we end up suffering all of these things from the other nations. See? So that's why we're over here calling ourselves black. But these are some of the meaning, and these are from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Right? So it's so we're gonna look at the definition 4. Right? At the number 4 right there. It said dirty. Right? Solid. Right? And it's black with grime. Okay? Look. When people call you black, man, it's nothing good, man. Right? Right? Verse 5, which is a good point. 5a is a characterized by the absence of light. Right? You know what it said? It's characterized by the absence of light. You know what I mean? Our people is dark, man. Right? I'm not talking about the skin dark, we're talking about mentally dark, man. Scripture says, a man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. You know what I mean? Right? Which is utter darkness, man. Because everybody walking on, the word is the light, man. Right? And that's why our people call themselves niggers. Right? Because they don't have the light. How about Shemi Yahushai? Alright? Matter of fact, let me just get a quick precept. Alright, so this is Isaiah 60 and verse 1. It says, arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. Right, for behold, darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. Right? But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and thy glory shall be seen upon the Gentile. And thy glory shall be seen upon thee, and the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to thy brightness of thy rising. Saying, so the scripture says what? Gross darkness has covered the people, man. Right? Literally, man. We calling ourselves black, we never realize, man. Right? This what the definition says, void of light. And scripture says what? Gross darkness cover our people, man. See? So the scripture is right there in fact, man. It's right there in front of you, man. We have none understanding, man. We don't know our power. We don't even know who we are as a people. That's gross darkness. That's black as hell, man. Right? These words what them people are give us, man, have power in them. Alright? See? Say, lift up thine eyes round about and see. All they gather themselves together, they shall come to thee. Right? Thy son shall come from far, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side. Yeah, and that's basically going into we rising up as a people, coming back to our power. You know what I mean? See? So You know, hey, look, man, we have departed from our power, all right, and that's one of the main thing, all right. See, that's one of the main thing where that's the main thing why we over here on this side, you know, facing a lot of these punishment, all right, because the scripture tell you, man, this was curse was supposed to befall our people, you know, not knowing who we are, you know, lack of wisdom, you know, not knowing our power. Matter of fact, it's part of the curses, so I could just get the curses. All right. So this is Deuteronomy 28 and we start at verse 1. It says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, right, which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God shall set thee an eye above all nations of the earth. All right. But it shall come to pass, and this is verse 15, we'll just jump in and get in the points, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes which I commanded thee this day, all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. All right, so we're going to list out the curses which fit basically this lesson or the description given in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. All right, and this is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 37. It says, but thou shalt become an astonishment, right, a proverb and a byword amongst all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. All right, saying the Lord casts us out, man, and that's the reason why we're over here calling ourselves black. It's a curse. The Lord put that curse on us because we were disobedient, and the Lord took his name from us and hide his face from us, man. Right? See? So that's why all of these people, you know, being oppressing us. All right? We're just going to the word proverb. All right, say mashal. All right, if I'm pronouncing that right, from the Hebrew mashal. All right, it's printed from the so some original, it says sense of superiority, all right, mental action, you know, properly pity, right? It's usually of the metaphorical nature, hence a simile as an edge, slackia, a bait, okay, discourage, byword, like, and parable. These are words we use to describe, you know. Basically, it's a sense of superiority, right, in mental action. So when them calling you black, you know what I mean, it's a way of degrading you mentally, man, right, and putting themselves more superior over you, because when you're looking at the word white, what it means, right, the word white really go back to purity, you know, being pure, right? Black mean what? Void of light, you know, you void of light and you void of understanding. Meanwhile, the whites are pure, you know what I mean? Saying, look, man, these people been using this semantic and these words, right, for our people. But another word we want going, not another word, but if we go deeper in the synonyms, right, you know, and these are words were synonymous, right? Hence the word synonym. These are words are synonymous with black, all right? And this is one of the words where I want to get to, all right? See it? So we start from the first one. Is the bleak, cheerless, right? Chill, right? Cimmerian, cloudy, cold, comfortless, darkened, depressing, right? Depressive, desolate, dire, disconsolate, disconsolate, right? Dismal, right? Deary, the rich, if I'm pronouncing that right, Chief Scott. And look, these words are not good words, man, right? right? Comfortless, bleak, darkened, depressiveness. Come on, man. Right? Let's skip these few. Say funeral, gloomy, glum, right? And the main one which I want to get was God forsaken, right? Look, man, it's right there, man. These are words that are synonymous with black, right? God forsaken, right? And hasn't the Lord forsaken our people? See, hasn't the Lord forsaken the Lord has forsaken our people, man. Let's click on this word, God forsaken, and see. Right? It said, God forsaken, adjective. Right? It's a remote, desolate, right? Neglected and miserable, right? Neglected and miserable in appearance or circumstances. Is not that our people? Is that not our people? I mean, right? That's our people, man. Right? Remote, right? Desolate, neglected, and miserable in appearance or circumstances, man. That's our people to the T. That's you, black people, man. Right? And this is going into the word black. All right? All right? See? Yeah, we have look, man. We have sinned against the Heavenly Father, man. Right? See? And that's the reason why a lot of these things happen to us, as we said before. Right? This is Baruch 4 and verse 4. It says, O Israel, happy are ye, for the things that are pleasing unto Yahweh Bashmi Ashai are made known unto you. Be of good cheer, my people. Right? The memorial of Israel. Right? For ye were sold unto the nations, not for your destruction, but ye have moved Yahweh Bashmi Ashai, right, to wrath, right? And ye were delivered unto the enemies, right? For ye provoked the Lord and made you sacrifice. Sakya. Ye provoke him, for ye provoke him that made you by sacrificing unto devils, not to Yahweh Shemel Shai. The reason for our captivity, the reason why we're facing this, the reason why we can be called black, the reason why we can be looked at as God-forsaken people, man. All right? Is ourself, is what we have done, man. All right? So it's so for when let's see. Okay, yeah, this verse 8 say ye have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up, and say, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. For when she saw the wrath of God coming upon you, she said, Hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion. God hath brought upon you great mourning, and I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which in everlasting brought upon them, which the everlasting brought upon them. With joy did I nourish them, but sent them away weeping and mourning. All right. So the Lord, right, sent them sons away weeping and mourning, man. And that's why we're not looked at as anybody, you know. But this is what the scripture says. If we go down to the very last two verse, the precept, it says, O Jerusalem, look about thee towards the east, and behold, the joy that cometh from thee, right, cometh unto thee, it's like here, from Yahweh Bashim Shai, lo, thy sons come, when thou, whom thou sentest away, they come gathering together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, see? So the definition says we're God forsaken, man. And yes, as the scripture said from Baruch 4 and 4 on down, it shows that yes, we will be disobedient and the Lord forsake us, man. All right, the Lord forsake us. All right, but you know, in this time, you know, we're going to be redeemed, right, until Lord Yahweh Bashim Yashai. I say, Let me read about the last two verses. O Jerusalem, look about towards the east, right? And behold the joy that cometh unto thee from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Seeing? Right? Look, it's a right now we getting back this truth. It shows you that is the Lord mercy, man, and that's the prodigal son, as you know, what I call it, the prodigal son is returning. Right? Verse 37 says, Lo, thy sons come, whom thou hast sentest away. They come gathering together from the east, right, to the west, by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, right? And the word, what we is the first stage, you know what I mean, of the gathering, man. You know, that's the gathering, man. The Spirit of the Heavenly Father working, man. See? So no more we are gonna be called black or whatever, man. All right. There's a scripture. Let me see if I can find it. I like this scripture very well. This is all right. This is Zephaniah 3 and verse 19. I said, Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflicted thee, and I will serve her that halted. I will save her that halted, and I will gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land that they have been put to shame. Having we been put to shame over this side of the world, calling ourselves black, Negroes, you know, Native American Indians, which go back to savage, you know, right? You know, we are the lowest, man. Saying we are the lowest, we're under the curses. Verse 20. And at that time I will bring you again, even in that time I will gather you, for I will make you a name, right? And a praise among all people of the earth, and I will turn back your captivity before their eyes. So all of these curses are going to be lifted, and our captivity are going to be turned, and the other nations are going to be in subjection to us. No more we are going to be called black, you know. We're not going to be called black no more, man. All right? We're children of the highest, man. Right? See? But for we sin against the Lord, man. All right? We sin against the Lord, and that's why a lot of these things happen to us, as we said before. All right? So we're no longer be called black. And all of them derogatory words, man. All right? All right. So this is Isaiah 1 and start of verse 25, I mean. And I will turn my hand upon thee, and purely purge away thy dross, and take away all thy din. And I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. And afterward thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. All right? See? No longer we are going to be called, you know what I mean? Look, man, no longer we are going to be called Negroes and all of them bywords, man. Black. Come on, man. We're the people of the highest. Since with that once call a lol, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kodash. The banners unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, brothers in the highways and the byways, preaching and teaching this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.